Hey, I make it, show it. Let me see you. Let's go, my hands. Yo, hey, my hands. Awe unani kuna. Hey, my your lips, they touch. We kiss unani kuna. That's for the people, boys and girls, they like. Mr. Goodie Bag, so everybody dance, now ready, take me higher, Lucci. Now ready, thank you so much. My name is Brandy Minor. Have a beautiful night.
Let's appreciate Brandy Minor, ladies and gentlemen. Now listen to this. These are upcoming artists, and by the grace of God, ile raw talent. I used to see young people kama Chipukizi. Alikuja hapo kama ana hii nywele, Your Excellency. He was a good boy. He was very, very decent. I don't know what happened. And the way hawa wanakuja kama hawajulikani, later on ndio hawa wanalipwa kuperform.
Sasa unaita wacha kunitia KRA bwana.
Lipa tax.
Bwana.
Tax lazima tulipe.
Hiyo ni kweli. Kulipa ushuru ni kujitegemea.
Pesa iko. Si mna posting online mpa tax.
Mambo ya Samido.
Si wewe unajenga mlolongo? Si unajenga nyumba mlolongo?
Sawa, wasanii tutalipa
tax. Si uko na Mercedes? Nani alikwambia uweke online? Lipa tax. Si unalipwa leo?
Lakini wewe, nani ndio
tuanze hapa. Mimi nitalipa because you know why? Because most is go online, wanaweka pay bill. We want to make sure pia hiyo maneno imekwisha kabisa. Never again. Through monetization of talent, you'll never see artists coming to beg at you, niko na shida, tusaidie hapa na pale. The first stop itakuanga kwa ofisi ya Babu na Mwamba, ndio tujue kwa nini ya monetize. Then after that, obviously the program is there and they're going to monetize talent. So thank you, Excellency, for the amazing support. Chipukizi.
Thank you, MC Jesse, na nitalipa tax. Kulipa ushuru ni kujitegemea. Mimi niko tayari. We want to introduce the CEO, Trace, Mr. Dan Mushira, who is going to explain to us about the space of Trace. They have a project called Who is Next? I think
yes.
It's more of a...
And they're in harnessing talent in this country. Welcome, Danny.
Sir, thank you, Jesse and Chipukizi. Your Excellency, all protocols observed. I think Trace has been doing business in Africa for the last 20 years. We've done channels in Kenya, we do Trace Mziki, we do Trace Gospel, we run FM radios. We basically work with young people, like you've seen today in the music industry. Our mission really is to empower and entertain. And today we're very proud to partner with the Ministry of Arts, Youth Affairs to launch Trace Who's Next. And Trace Who's Next is a talent search initiative that we've crafted with the ministry for the last couple of months that talks to not only unearthing talent, but also nurturing talent using Kenyan creatives, and after nurturing that, our platforms across the world internationally, so that we can actually talk to what it is everyone is talking to about monetization. So from an empowerment perspective, our objective is really to ensure that every 3 months we are taking a cohort of 30 creators creatives from Kenya. More important, giving them platforms where they can be able to create money from their IP, from the music that they actually develop. So we are extremely excited on this particular project. I think there's an African proverb that talks to, if you want to go fast, you go out together. And I think this is an illustration of what government and private sector can do when we come together and partner to solve problems that talk to social impact across our economy. So we laud the initiative. We're extremely committed and behind it. And we call upon other corporates today here that let's join hands, let's solve this problem around youth unemployment. It's a huge problem. We've seen the numbers. I think youth like creative sector, as you've seen, offers a solution to be able to solve this particular problem. So we laud the initiative, we are way behind it, and we look forward to supporting and working with you guys on this particular initiative. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Another round of applause for Danny. Thank you so much, Danny. And on the same manner, Chipukizi, we want to say thank you to all of you that have been listening to us here, because we are almost coming to the end of this part of the entertainment and showcasing what Talanta Hela is all about. And Chipukizi, did you know that the projection of Talanta Hela is looking at reducing the employment of young people and increasing it, because you're looking at over 5,000 young people that are going to be monetizing their giftings in this country. So employment to the young of Talanta Hela. Sitaongea mengi because our CS Ababu Namwamba will be having the speech as he comments on what they're working together with Trace Initiative, hiyo ameongelea ya Dani, and the rest of the art industry that we are talking about. And on top of that, because we have this chance, hatuna ingine tunatoka tukienda.
Yes.
Your Excellency, this house called the creative industry would like it to be one house, one big house. And like when you're talking of CMOs, in MCSK, I hear Ezekiel Mutua, I saw him here. The CEO is there. We wanalialia kutoka kwa MCSK. Your Excellency, with your support, would like that whole industry to be digitized. At a click of a button, artists get their money. No interference ya mtu yoyote when it comes to the monies that are being collected, just like the Hustler Fund. So thank you so much, MCSK. And on the same, Talanta Hela, through the support of the CS, na kwa party ya UD asked for assistance DA anthem. So we'll be touring the whole country to these young people when you are talented, working together with Talanta Hela to harness those talents, and we are going to have one big anthem, yeah, UDA. Thank you, SG Malala, because of giving us that chance. Chipukizi, we are done.
Mimi nafikiri yangu ni kushukuru sana. Tupigeni makofi kwa sababu yetu imeisha, ndio tukiitisha mshahara tuonekane tumefanya kazi. Tupigeni makofi tafadhali, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening to us. Creative and is a director state function. Tupigeni Pastor Mike Gitonga makofi tafadhali anapokuja.
And Chipukizi, for those people who don't know Mike Gitonga, Your Excellency, this guy was one of the people that actually were in charge of looking for comedians to be working on radio. That time he used to work for Family FM, and I'm one of those comedians. Alikuwa anajaribu kutafuta wa work kwa Mike Gitonga. Thank you so much for supporting the talents in this country. We are here. Take over. Tunakuongelea hivyo ndio tuite hiyo ingine.
Why don't we put our hands together for our creatives here? Asante sana. Tuwapigie makofi tafadhali. MC Jesse and none other than Chipukizi. Your Excellency, sir, we now want to go to the part where we have the speeches, so that at the end of the speeches, tunaomba Your Excellency utu release. Kwa hivyo welcome the Cabinet Secretary for Youth Affairs, Sports and Arts, Honorable Ababu Namwamba, to come and take over the program and then run us from there. So why don't we put our hands together as we welcome him to just come and give us some remarks. Then after that, you'll welcome the COG chair. Welcome. Karibu.
Mr. President, asante sana for this very historic moment. And I must say that we have had two back-to-back incredible events. Incredible event here for the drama and film concert which you hosted. And today, Your Excellency, we are experiencing something that has never happened before, bringing the His Excellency. It really pays to have the right Kenyan as a resident of State House. It makes a difference. Your Excellency, allow me, before I make a few remarks, to just say that in the audience here, we have a very impressive constellation of great Kenyans from across the sporting spectrum. We have some of the greatest legends that have defined our sporting heritage, our sporting history. Today, as you know, Your Excellency, you started off this ceremony by flagging off celebrations marking in Kenya. 20 years, 10 years longer than our independence history. And to celebrate that, we have a series of activities which will be running until the 22nd, when the 2023 WRC Safari Rally kicks off for 3 days. We thank you for the series. We will be hosting a special dinner for the legends of rallying, the people who have made that history of 70 years. And some of them, Your Excellency, are here with you. Allow me to acknowledge them. We have Mr. Patrick Njiru in the house. Patrick, please rise. We want to acknowledge you. Where is Patrick? Where is Patrick? Patrick was with us. Patrick is the one who flagged you off, Your Excellency, earlier today. He may have stepped out. We also have Mr. Carl Tundo. Carl is another legend of rallying and in this revival of sports in this country. Mr. Carl Tundo is actually the chairman of the local organizing committee of the Safari Rally 2023, bringing his long experience to Carl. We acknowledge you. We also have in the house Mr. Phineas Kimathi, another rallying legend in his own right, also serves as the CEO of the Safari Rally project, again bringing that long history and experience to the game of rallying. And I want to acknowledge the whole WRC Safari Rally celebration, starting with the Secretariat to now Tambua, the officers from the Secretariat, going to our youngsters who will be flying our flag. Our youngsters, tafadhali simameni. Your Excellency, we youngsters will be flying the Kenyan flag behind the wheel. And for the first time ever, as part of celebrations to mark the 70th anniversary, government is sponsoring all-girl cruise, all-girl cruise to rise, led by Pauline Shegu, so that we can acknowledge you, our all-girl cruise. Those are all-girl cruise, and they are being supported by Asan Sports Asanteni Sana. And so I want to acknowledge the journey we have traveled, and Your Excellency, for this year, we have 20 countries represented in the WRC: Finland, Estonia, France, Great Britain, Belgium, Spain, Japan, Ireland, Greece, Sweden, Poland, Luxembourg, Czech Republic, Germany, Italy, Canada, Paraguay, Kenya, of course, Uganda, and Tanzania, of the best rally drivers from across the world. And to all of them, we are telling you, Karibu Kenya, the land of Hakuna Matata. This is that land. Your Excellency, what exactly is Talanta Hela? What is this all about? Talanta Hela, Your Excellency, is a consolidation, a convergence of all the thinking that your administration has had right from the plan, your administration in power. When you go to that value chain, it is in the plan. When you talk about monetization of content, it is in the plan. When you talk about promoting Kenya, it is in the plan. And so the long and short of it, Your Excellency, is that Talanta Hela has consolidated the thinking that your administration has had even before you came to power on how to deploy sports and our economic development. That's what we have done. And now, riding on the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, we have consolidated all that into a policy frame, which we are calling Your Excellency. It must be acknowledged that we inherited a mess as we came to office, a total mess. Speaking about the space, you graciously have allowed sporting arena that was in disarray. Football had been suspended by FIFA for over a year. There was no football completely. Doping had reached such a crisis level that Kenya's arena was grinding to a halt. Your Excellency, the whole creative space was scattered all over the place. Never before had there been an effort to join all these dots you have seen here today. The dot of film, music, fashion, pageantry. Talk about acrobatics and all that, what you can call the whole creative space. It was scattered all over the place. Your Excellency, that is the mess we inherited. Instructed me as your cabinet secretary in this space was to steady the ship. We steadied the ship. We engaged the FIFA, as you know, Your Excellency, in record time. And within 1 month, Kenya was back to international football. And in the last 6 months, Your Excellency, and we are now able to present to you an implementable, coherent program called Talanta Hela. As we do this, Your Excellency, I want to assure you that we are walking this journey with everybody.